Hello, welcome. We're here for the very special World Cup total of the women's competition. And this is something that I'm really looking forward to. And here we go. Let's get on to the Indians' impressive journey to a World Cup title. Let's begin. For years, we were told what we couldn't do. Today, we will show them what we can. That is the promise from the captain, Harmanpreet Kaur. What follows was a high-energy 20-second mod TH of 18 on a mission. Smriti Mandhana raising her bet to roaring loud. Jasna Rodriguez hitting a boundary. Deepti Sharma with a flying appeal and the team in a joyous hiding. It all led to one final flash. Harmanpreet Kaur lifting the glowing World Cup total trophy as Convo rides down. So that's a little bit what we are going to be doing in today's show. Well, here we go. This is the story of a team that knows heartbreak is far more than a glory. A team that has shot on a doorstep of greatness, only to be turned away time and time again. For decades, the Indians women's cricket team carried the weight of billions of dreams. They came close, so many too close. They sit on losing the 2005 and 2017 final and still legend. But entering the 2025 ICC Women's Cricket World Cup on home soil is a bonus. The pressure, the percent was the off the chart. There wasn't just a team that were the host. They are hopeful the carry of a dream that had been pulled off for such a long time. This was never just about winning a tournament. It was about imposing. It was about legacy. It was about legacy. It was about carrying their own 1983 moment, one that world changed women's sport in India forever. This Indian impression journey to a World Cup title. Here we go. The War of Nations. The tournament didn't just begin with a match on September 30th, 2025. It became a statement for the opening against Sri Lanka in Gunsan, a record crowd of 22,800, which is a fantastic crowd for the opening game. People showed up, standing clear message the country was with them. India was commentary and the journey was just on. The energy was electric. When the teams moved to Namphia Mumbai to play Bangladesh, the record was shattered again. This time, 25,965 fans packed the stadium, the biggest crowd for a league stage match in any ICC women's event. The team fell off it, playing for a fearless and smart brand of cricket. Smriti Mandhana was another zone, peeling up runs on her way to record-breaking tournament total of 434, leading even a legacy of Mitchell Wade. Legacy J. Machan Raja previous record behind. But the road to glory is never easy. In a tense nail-biter, South Africa handing India a round for the first loss, thanks to a beautiful, brilliant all-round performance from Nadian Kina. It was a harsh radio check. This World Cup was wide open, and to win it, India would have been confident not just their opposition but their own nerves. Finish off the fourth in the group stage, they had just separate into the knockout. Their pathways to the finals now meant facing their path to the finals now meant facing their titles of the game. First up, the five-time world champions Australia. The unthinkable chase. The semi-finals in Navi Mumbai feel like David versus Glenn. Australia, the unbeaten cricketer machine, batting first and putting up a monster 338 for pretty much any other team. That would have been game over. No team in history of the Women's ODI series of ever successful chase attack that high. The Aussie confident the world expected the team to grade or cruise into the final. But this Team Indian team was built differently. Forget in the fight of the past defeat, running on their herb eat, the chase just started badly, with both opening out early in the score out for 59 for 2. The dream was already turning into a vanilla nightmare. But then two warriors walked to the chase. The captain, Harmanpreet Kaur, and the ever smiling Jasma Waji. They started to rebuild first carefully and then with completed and banded. The true hero of the day was Jasmine Roger, playing innings of her life. She was the picture of grateful under extreme pressure, finding gap with surgery pressure and running like her life depended on it. Her Memphis fell after a cruise knock, but then Jasma was not fit to be de-eyed. She shocked the tall, guarded the lower, ordered to an impressive victory, finishing with a massive milestone of 127.98. When the winning runs was hit, Damon didn't just cheer, they went amazing. The crowd just went cheerful. The incredible victory. The Chase has never record total. They had knocked out the champions. In that moment, they were underdogs anymore. They weren't. They were giant slider heading into were massive favourites to say that. But this is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoy it so far. So we do come to the final for November 2nd, 2025. The DY Peter Stadium in Nova Manbata. I see blue, a wall of sound. The opposition tell well the South African team that had also defeated the odds to reach their first ever World Cup final. India won the toss and chose to bat. All eyes were on the opening. She from Fonga and as well there. She and mad Hummer to give their strength start and they delivered. Shenfa in Hesitation was on fire, tearing into the South African bowlers. Her sin was 87 from 78, was the highest score by Indian batsman in a World Cup final and set the time perfectly. After the open fell, the Indians could have shell, but once again, a hero stepped up. This time it was the tournament best all-rounder, Deepti Sharma, cool and collected. She crafted a fiction unbeaten 58, pushed India to a total good score of 298. It was a score that could be defeated. In reply to South Africa, Chase was held together by one of the tournament's absolute stars of their captain, Laura Wharton. She batted with incredible skills and courage as she moved towards a century. A nervous, quiet filled over the stadium. She was the single handler taking the game away. Wharton made history, becoming the first captain to score 100 in Women's Cup history. Her method, 101 of 98, which puts South Africa in delivered seats, but had another plan, which game a knife-edge, hanger-perted, turn-to-turn the trump card. Dependent Sherman, what carry net was one of the greatest bowler spells in World Cup history. Sherman's bond, a reb around the South Africa mobile order, taking the wicket after wicket and finishing off figures out of 5 from 39 and ripping the heat of the chase. The final incredible moment. This is the one will reply for the generation to come in the 46th over where South Africa, well, they lost their best batsman, but fighting back, she launched a ball towards the corner boundary for a split second. It looked like it would be clear to the field, but then a flash of a blue Harmanpreet Kaur, the captain, threw her into a full-length drive while shooting into the ball just inch from ground. It was caught from the ages. The stadium explored. The players knew this moment was huge. The World Cup was theirs. South Africa was bowled out for 246, with Indian winning the series for 52 runs. As the final wicket fell, years of struggling and so many into mess and washes away in floods and joys of tears, the scenes were healed and it was. Indian had finally done it, becoming only the fourth nation to ever win their Women's IDO World Cup. Amid the wild celebrations, torturing the moments of sportsmanship, sort of Jasmine Roger and Wija Younger to confuse a heartbroken Manchester Kip. The victory was more than just a trophy. It was the 1983 moment that forever will be ever changed in women's sports in India. It was a win for the process who played for nothing but love of the game. For the generations of Micha Ran and Shana Duchana Wan who made the world take notice, for millions of young girls who will now be ready to pick up the bat, dreaming of being the next Hummer, Pet or Deep Tid. Well, that wasn't just an incredible journey I was sharing today, but it was a moment that impressed for inspires from like Shazman history, the chase to Hempwood. Like I said, from Jasmine history chase to Harmanpreet incline where I caught. What was your favourite moment? Let us know in the comments down below. And if you believe this is just the beginning, make sure you subscribe as well. Thank you so much for the support and see you next time. The video show is out. Bye for now.